I've done some crazy things in my career and life. One of the earlier things that I did before my son was born was I hitchhiked to New York from Missouri in December, so in winter, freezing weather, with like over 100 pounds of stuff and a portable guitar amp and guitar. One of the most recent things that I did was I did a 24-hour long song on YouTube. And I've done a whole bunch of other things in between that. I'll cover that in this video. But also in this video, I'd like to throw out that I am in an idea brainstorming limbo moment in my life where I'm trying to find out my next crazy thing to do. And I don't want it to be so crazy to where, you know, it just does damage or it doesn't really go anywhere, but something that you know, I like accomplishing things for a purpose and goal. For example, my 24-hour long song was to bring awareness to how many animals we kill for food in a 24-hour span, and it's crazy, like millions. So in this video, I'd like to throw out the idea to y'all to just brainstorm ideas of what I could do next. Some like crazy accomplishment or just stunt or something that I could do to further my career, further the awareness for veganism, and take over the world. But yeah. So leave a comment down below if you have any ideas, and I'm going to start talking about other things that I've done, like projects that I've had, because I always try to keep some type of project going, like every other month, bare minimum, or brainstorming ideas. So after I hitchhiked to New York from Missouri, and I came back, throughout the next couple years, I did well. Oh, okay. My next crazy adventure after that was just being a full-time street performer, but being homeless. I was a homeless street performer. Although a lot of great things did come from that, and I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going homeless on purpose, especially since I have to be there for my son and a whole bunch of stuff. And then it was different. That's a whole another video that I could make to explain that situation and how I was still there for my son and making money and crazy stuff. But I'm glad I did it back then, because I mean a lot of great things came from it. But so yeah, the next adventure or project or crazy stunt thing that I did, which wasn't really a stunt, it was actually not up to me to become homeless. Whenever I became homeless, although a huge part of it was my responsibility. Again, I'll make a whole another video on that. But after that, I started hosting events called Trash to Art, where we would pick up trash and turn it into art. And that was, at the time, my focus, and that's what I thought the next like crazy project or thing that I would do, because I had the vision of like going city to city, picking up all the trash, and then in each city we'd have this giant trash art sculpture just showing the potential of people coming together and turning trash into art and seeing trash as art. And I thought that was cool. So that was another project I did. Another project I did was a Beyond Burger petition to get Beyond Burgers inside of a campus dining hall for MU. And that one's boring, but it and I do like exciting stuff and more creative stuff, but it's got a good cause. And I got a bunch of signatures and a bunch of awareness to people who didn't know why we would even want more Beyond Burger or more vegan options. And that's great. I'm glad I did that, even though we weren't successful. And I stopped investing in time to get more signatures. I'm glad I did that project. So let's see. Another project, more recent, was me going to Columbia, Missouri. This time it was just a weekend. I went voluntarily homeless, and I was actually just like homeless for the first night, because the next 2 nights I got a hotel, because it was just too much for me to sleep outside and carry around a whole bunch of stuff. I had a whole wagon and stuff, and I decided, like, you know what, I made enough money, even though it'll make me not profitable for the weekend, I'm gonna sleep in a hotel. So that's what I did. But for that whole weekend, I went to Columbia, Missouri, and the first night I was voluntarily homeless, and for all of my time I just street performed and I talked to people about veganism in between the street performances. So that's another idea, is like just temporarily becoming voluntarily homeless and going to a location to be a vegan superhero, play my music, and do vegan activism. Now, I know there's other ideas, but my brain just completely like blanked. Hold on, let's go back in time. So I was doing trash to art events. Beyond Burger Barbecue. I I hosted a Beyond Burger Barbecue, but also at the end it was like a talk show, because I was doing a talk show every single month this year, and I would have a guest on. And this Beyond Burger Barbecue actually went really well. It was hosted at an art gallery. A whole bunch of people showed up, and then the person I had on for the talk show was someone who actually worked at a Missouri farm for pork processing, or it was basically a factory farm for slaughtering pigs and then packaging their and they had gas chambers there, and it was actually very eye-opening. And there were like 20 people, 30, 40 people that showed up total for the event, which is way more than expected, it because it was like one of my first events as Z-Man. And yeah, it went great. I cooked Beyond Burgers for people for free, just tainted them out. I played my original vegan music, and then at the end we had the talk show part where I talked to the guest who worked at that Missouri pig processing plant, and that was great. Many of these ideas aren't so much crazy. They're more just, creative, fun ideas that revolve around what I do, and hosting events to make an impact and to inspire. And yeah, so if anybody has any other ideas that are similar to these ideas, or even not similar at all, but you think I might do it, and look, I'm willing to do crazy stuff. I'm willing to put my life on the line to a certain extent, and do certain things that grab attention, like hitchhike to New York, or a 24-hour long vegan song, like stuff like that. And I'm brainstorming ideas. So if you want to help me out, leave a comment down below. I just might do your idea. And yeah, thanks for watching. For the animals, woo!